All right. Hello. Y'all, welcome. I'm so excited to be here. It has been a long time since I've gone live and done a regular Tuesday show like I used to do every single week. I think I had one of the longest running streams of going live every single week from COVID on for a long time, but I broke it this summer. I burned out. I needed a break. And now I am back. And today, we are talking to Alexis Perkins. So, Alexis is the founder and CEO of ChairOne Fitness, and we are going to be talking with her all about elevating your career with Active Agers because she has got some really great information for us about how the industry is changing and how that opens up new opportunities to pros like you and me. So, without further ado, let's bring one of my favorite people to the stage, Alexis
Hey.
Perkins-Powell.
Hi. How are
I
you?
said it that way because I looked down at your little name tag and it just says Alexis Perkins.
I know. It is Alexis Perkins-Powell now. Let's flash the ring. There you go.
Whoop whoop. And the fancy Italian wedding.
Oh, yes. So fancy.
Alexis, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm excited. I can't believe it's only 1 week away from Thanksgiving, 6 weeks away till the new year. So this is the time when I start thinking about 2024 because I'm always that person. So I'm very revved up on the inside to get pumped for the new year.
Oh my gosh. You guys, if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, I would love to hear in the comments if you've started creating your goals and your objectives and all of your thinking around 2024. I know last year during December, I did all kinds of sessions for you guys on 2024 planning. This year, those are really only happening inside my paid programs. I don't know that I'm going to do any big free planning stuff, but if that's something that you really need, let me know and I'll consider it. Okay, so but today we're here really to talk about elevating your career with Active Agers. Jody is watching live. Hello, Jody. And Jody is big in this segment, so she knows. Have I introduced you guys yet?
I believe so.
Okay, you need to talk to Jody for sure. So Jody Rook, and she's working with Ann Gilbert, and they're doing all kinds of
I
cool
just saw
stuff.
Ann at
Yeah,
the ICAA conference. Yes.
excellent,
Mhm.
excellent. So, tell me a little bit. I know before we came on live, we were talking about the shifts in the industry, specifically around aging populations. So tell me what you've got there. I want to hear everything that you've got to contribute to the pros in that arena.
Yeah, I'm really loving all the shifts that are happening across the board within the aging wellness industry. Once upon a time, when we would watch television commercials, you would see a frail old lady, and that was the definition of retirement, 65. And then everything is changing just as far as the imagery. Nobody wants to use the terms like aging gracefully when people want to age actively. And many 65-year-olds today, they don't even feel like, oh my God, I'm old. They still feel in the epitome of their youth. I mean, granted, they can't do everything they used to do, but the last thing they want is a reminder of their inabilities, whether a celebration of what they're still able to do. And I think that that's perfect for the wellness industry because we cater to them and we just have to learn how to do it in a way that empowers them and doesn't leave them feeling defeated, you know?
I love it. I think that's so important. I do think imagery is changing. I think the perception of aging is changing. I think that the attitude that people have toward their own aging is changing. You just see people. I turned 50 this year. I do not consider myself what a typical 50-year-old would look and feel like. I remember people kind of letting go of the handlebars at 50
Mhm.
when I was younger, and that's just not happening these days.
No, not at all. And I think even those who are staying active, like I was at the gym the other day and there's a guy he works up there. I believe he said he said he'll be 60 in like a couple years. And he was feeling really hard on himself. He was like, I can't do everything that I used to be able to do. And it's really hard and I'm scared. He was like, I'm scared when I work out. Like, I'm scared to get an injury. I'm scared of this and I'm scared of that. Mind you, if you look at him, he's in tip top, like biceps, triceps, everything. And
Mhm.
I'm like, excuse me, sir. Do you not realize that you are changing the definition of aging right now, just being exactly how you are? And he was feeling a little bit, I don't know, shamed that he wasn't pushing the weight he used to push. Like, I'm in weight training. And I said, that's
Mhm.
actually a good thing that you're tapping into, your body, what it can and can't do. Because honestly, bench pressing that amount or doing that amount of leg extension is not going to be good for your hips, for your joints, for things like that. I think it's good that you're evolving. And he was like, I really needed that. I was like, but I was like, well, you look great. Like, you look amazing. Like, you look better than 90% of people your age right now, just because you are staying fit, staying well, and actually thinking about it and prioritizing it. And I believe that's how many, many people are right now. And I think it's a game changer for the wellness industry because people are turning to us for more, preventative medicine than anything. And I think I've always said
Mm.
that fitness instructors, personal trainers, we never used to get the respect that we needed for what we do in the health industry. It was just, oh, those fitness people. And I'm happy that I'm seeing a shift in that we're gaining our traction and we're getting more respect day by day by people saying you can prevent a lot of this stuff and you don't have to go to your doctor, to the pharmacy, and everything else.
I love that. And so with that does come huge opportunities because the aging population is very large, because the perception is changing, and because they need something different in terms of activity. So we were talking about possibilities that are opening up to fitness pros, trainers, instructors, health coaches. Tell me a little bit about what you're seeing there.
Well, even when we think about working in gyms, many times in the wellness industry, we wear our first hat, whatever our first hat was. It could be personal trainer, it could be group exercise instructor, and we love our first hat. But I think that it's important to extend on that and diversify it, meaning, okay, you might be into group exercise, you may have stepped to the left and gone to personal training, but have you ever studied, let's just say, active agers, what conditions they have? Do you know how to do a small group of people who have arthritis? Do you know some things you can do at the gym that would help somebody with a rotator cuff issue? Do you understand what it's like if somebody's recovering from a torn ACL and little things they could do in the gym? So I think that people in the fitness industry maybe need to acquire more education and a couple extra certifications, because then they will go from fitness instructor or personal trainer to specialist. And then once you can say that
Mm.
you're a specialist with a specific age group, we've heard the term niching down and all that other stuff. I think that if you're able to learn more about different populations, then you could say, no, I really know what I'm doing. And you'll even
Yes.
have stats to back it and everything like that. And you're going to need the confidence too. Like, when I first started working with seniors, I wasn't confident. I
Mhm.
felt like a child just trying to wing it. Now, when I walk in, I can feel very confident. I'm very familiar with everything. Like, I know how to work if somebody's had an amputation or a stroke or if somebody has dementia. I can handle it now, but that confidence comes with the education and then longevity in the field as well.
Experience. Yes, so good. And Yvette is here saying, I absolutely agree. The basic PT certification is not enough for active aging. I know I've heard you talk about specializing in the past, and I really love the way you talk about it. I've got to do something about my lighting here. Something crazy is happening. But
So,
um I like the way you talk about specialization because I'm not big on telling people you need extra certifications before you can go do blah blah blah, because we in the fitness industry usually have a lot of certifications. But in the case of active aging, what we're talking about is being able to specialize and make more money
mm,
because you are a specialist, serve a population that matches you, because we're all aging, right? And fitness instructors do have a lot of longevity in their careers. So I guess I want you to talk about the opportunities that are out there in terms of going out and specializing in active aging past being in the gym or the Y.
Mhm. Okay, so when it comes down to first step always out for me is going to be somewhere with an independent living, assisted living, or an adult day program. And that's basically when somebody has retired, or if they've chosen that they want to live in a certain community. And sometimes they're called continuum of care. Many times they'll start off with independent living. That's where you have somebody who may have retired, they'll sell their house, they'll go live at a senior community. And when they are there, everything is provided for them. Their food, their meals, their everything that they need is right there. They have activities on site. And it's just a really nice place to be. And then let's just say they continue to live there, they're getting older, then they can move to assisted living, which is where they might need some assistance with medication or help in the morning, things of that nature. And then they go a little bit deeper into skilled care, memory care, if they have anything that's affecting them neurobiologically, memory loss, and all of that. But all of these different places have wellness options. Many times right now, they're considered places to care for people as they age that offer wellness services, but it's kind of shifting to where they want it to be wellness first, and then they offer care services later. And that's where we come into play, because many times they want activities to keep them moving their bodies. They want them to also be social, which is where you can have small group or group exercise, creating that social environment. The people there want to be able to maintain their mobility, even if it's just for activities of daily living, like putting on their own clothes or putting a plate in the cabinet, whatever it may be, all the way down to still having fun. Right now, there's this lovely craze called pickleball, and many people are wanting to say, hey, I want to play. So therefore, I want to be able to stoop. I want to be able to have lateral movement. I want to be able to grab. I want to be able to rotate. And that's where we come into play. And since these places have different types of funding, because it is very expensive to live in a lot of these communities, they're going to have the funding to take care of themselves. You know, if they're retired, if they have a pension, whatever it may be, they're going to have the budget to be able to put into somebody who can improve their quality of life. We can call it fitness and wellness all day, but in the end, we are improving their quality of life as well as the longevity that they have. And that's what we get paid to do. And being, when you're at the senior community, you get paid usually double and sometimes triple for the same service that you would at a YMCA and or a big box gym. I'm not saying that it's all about the money. It's because that's one of the things that a lot of people will hit me with. It's not all about money. It's about the passion. You gotta love what you do. You gotta love what you do. And they always make me feel bad about talking about the money. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about the money because I mean, honestly, me and you both sound stuffy right now, so maybe we're both going to be on edge today. But when it comes to talking about the money, the reason why I like talking about it is because it's your worth, it's your value. I'm not going to value you just
Amen.
do it because I mean, there's lots of doctors who go do Operation Smile, but they still go back home and get their main paycheck too. And so I'm not saying
Absolutely.
that you
Here's
can't.
the thing about money. To me, yes, we're all in it because we are heart-centered entrepreneurs. We are servant leaders, and we lead with our hearts, and we want to help people. But if you don't make money, you cannot stay in business and you cannot help people. When you're comparing yourself to other people's prices and you're going low and racing to the bottom, you're not going to be in business in 6 months. When you are not insisting on being paid your worth, you're not going to be in business for 6 months. And the other side of that is that if you don't allow people to pay you, they're not committed to what you're doing with them. And so you're actually disempowering your client when you don't charge them properly. And that's true whether you're going to a retirement community or any other kind of funding, or if you're getting paid directly by your client.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so the other thing with getting paid what you're worth is, even us in the fitness industry, we're growing, we're aging. And I know that one of the things that I like is when I can go get paid what I'm worth. And especially working at a senior community, it gives me longevity in the field. I like knowing that I can do this. When I'm working with Active Agers, I know that that just extended my career as well. One of my mentors, she's like over 70 now, and I've known her for, gosh, over 15 years. And she's been in the fitness industry for probably over 50 years. And I always take heed to the advice given. And she was teaching spin and body pump and all these other different things. But because of the wear and tear, because think about it, most of our students might take one class a week or something like that. When you're an instructor, you could teach sometimes 4 or 5 days a week, the same routine, same wear and tear, same joints that you're bouncing on, jumping on, everything every single week. Long story short, she ended up having, I think, a total of 3 different hip replacements. And when I told her that I was going to step down at a younger age, I was like 30 something. When I said, I think I'm going to pull back, I said, what do you think? Because you've done this for so long. What do you think? And she said, I think you are so smart. She said, because your body will start to shut down on you and your body will have its wear and tear. And my body had already started to feel that. And so
Mm.
when you work with active agers, the wear and tear just isn't there as much. So you could teach more active aging small groups. You could teach more clients. You could teach more group exercise classes. For example, one time, I mean, I could teach 3 ChairOne Fitness classes in a day. I'm fine. I'm fine. I was like, versus if I was, teaching any other formats, that would wear on me.
That is really interesting. So I have 2 things to say there. I love when you talk about specializing and then being able to teach more, make more for each session that you're leading because you're specialized, and then also not wear your body out. So it's not like you're subtracting one class, one, I don't know, small younger population class that you could teach when you teach one older population class. You don't have to substitute those out because you're not wearing your body down in the same way. And I love it when you talk about that. But then you also just said something and now it's completely left my brain. Okay, let's move on. I'm so sorry. But little star on the point about not wearing your body down because I think that is really key.
Yes.
Okay, you mentioned ChairOne. I would love for you to tell us all about your program, which is ChairOne Fitness, please.
Of course. No. No, ChairOne Fitness is a chair-based dance fitness program, and we have 2 different things that we do. We certify people to teach ChairOne Fitness classes, so somebody can become a certified ChairOne Fitness instructor. And then, of course, if somebody is at home and they don't have an instructor in their area or they're not able to leave their house, we also have the ChairOne Fitness app, which is compiled of all of our 30-minute workouts where you can access it on iPhone, Android, and Roku. So we definitely always want to meet people where they are. But as far as our instructors, we absolutely love them because they go out and give the gift of fitness to people of all abilities, and we make it fun. So number one question people ask is what makes it different from ... I respect all the other ones, which is why I can be candid when I talk about them. I love silver sneakers. What makes ChairOne Fitness different is that their music is on the background and they use equipment. Our music is on the forefront. Everything is choreographed. You can sing along, have a good time, but all of our choreography incorporates ADLs. So therefore, everybody can reap the benefits while having fun. And then if somebody says, what makes it from Zumba Gold? We just have more of a scientific backing. That's it. Zumba Gold is fun, but ours is 100% in the chair. And we do not just do Latin rhythms. We do every kind of genre that you can think of. So you can do 60s, 70s, gospel, anything that your students would like. We have something for them, because trust me, I love putting on Rick James when I'm at the senior community. And I do.
I love it. So chair based,
Mm-hmm.
popular music, awesome music at choreographed to work with the movements. They it all works together. It's not just the music in the background. Heard you say that. Started late, but ChairOne Fitness, my mom needs that. We all need that. You guys, I've taken her class and I did break a little sweat. I'm not gonna lie.
I usually bring a good sweat even when I'm teaching. It's just kind of like I'll still be sitting there with my little back droplets falling down. But yeah, so if somebody wants to just try the workouts, I know that you can always get started for free on the app. It's like I think a 7-day free trial, something like that. And get started for free. Go in there, play, have a good time. Look at all the different playlists, look at all the different intensity levels, because you can do upper body only. And if somebody has no mobility in their legs, there could be high intensity or low intensity. So you can go up there and have a field day. And for those who may want to consider getting their ChairOne Fitness instructor certification, today the Black Friday deal dropped. So you're in luck. We have our last instructor training of this year that's live, and that is this Saturday, being led by me and my good friend Jorge. And then we also have the online course, which is pre-recorded. So if you can't make that time slot, you can just sign up for the online course so that you can take it on the go, move at your own pace. It fits any schedule. But the promo code for the Black Friday deal is 50% off, and that is FRIYAY50. That's FRIYAY 50, and that's for 50% off. So it'll take it from a $250 training to a $125 training, and you can definitely invest that in yourself.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you're saying they can go to ChairOneFitness.com and they can register for the live online certification that's happening this Saturday, and they can get 50% off using the code FRIYAY50.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they're not available on Saturday, there's also one that is self-led. So you could
Yeah.
just register for the one that's not going to be live. It's already recorded, and then you can start right away.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
And I know a lot of times people ask about CEUs. By the way, I just found out today that we added on another one. We have so many. Anyways, so we do offer continuing education units for NASM and AFA, and also CanFit Pro. And then today we officially are a part of the ISA family. So we got our ISSA. We'll be able to provide CEUs for that as well. And if anybody is with ACE, you would just have to file an appeal, and then you would just email us, and we send you what you needed for that appeal.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Okay, excellent. What time is the training this Saturday?
It's from 9 to 6, but we're gonna try to get out of 5. I don't know. Sometimes we just get going. So, but yeah, it's from 9 to 6 Eastern Standard Time.
Excellent. All right, beautiful. You guys, we're trying to keep these new episodes short and sweet. You contribute your questions. We will be here for just another minute. Ask Alexis anything about elevating your career, being able to lead more workouts with Active Agers, changes in the active aging service within the fitness and wellness and health industry, ChairOne Fitness, being a certified instructor, all of it. Ask all your questions. How's the weather over there?
It's chilly today, but the sun is out.
Very good. That's how it is in South Carolina right now too. We're colder than normal. Okay, so StreamYard is a few seconds ahead, so I'm trying to just kill a little bit of time, make sure that we don't have any questions before we go. I will put the discount code into the comments. I will also go back and edit the description so that the discount code is in there. The website is ChairOneFitness.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Alexis's Instagram right here on the screen. I am King Alexis. And the discount code is FRIYAY50. And that gets you 50% off of the live or the pre-recorded training, whichever you prefer to do. All right. And people are loving your offer. Really appreciating it.
Yay.
Okay, Alexis, we will do this again really soon. If you guys want to give us some comments about what you want us to talk about next, we'll have Alexis on again. She's a regular guest, and we will cut it off there. All right. You guys, next week, I think I'm going to come back on. I'm getting real casual about these episodes, but I think I'm going to come back on and talk a little bit more about Black Friday. Next Thursday is not Thanksgiving, right? It is?
It is like next Friday.
Okay. Wow. So next Tuesday, I'll come on and talk a little bit about Black Friday if you guys want me to. I'll do a little short lesson. Okay. Have a great Thanksgiving, Alexis.
Yes. I'm trying to hold back a cough.
What's that?
Trying to hold back a cough.
We both have a bad cough.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, you guys, love you for being here. Alexis, love you for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
See y'all soon.